We're going to go to Google again today. We're going to ask Google what the best films ever made are. It will allow me to talk about films I wouldn't normally get the chance to talk about, and I'll probably say a few things that could get me into trouble. And we're just going to have a generally good time. I'm your cult boyfriend. You all seem to have fun with these videos, so let's continue them. Let's do it. What's our first little genre? Action adventure movies. Okay. The Mummy. uh, Strong feelings of nostalgia and affection for a youth squandered by the horrors of growing up in a post 9/11, post Columbine universe. The Mummy is good. Okay, Brendan Fraser, Rachel Weisz, whatever, love it. I do. I can't remove nostalgia from the Mummy, nor should you. You shouldn't like apply serious critical lenses to the Mummy. National Treasure is a good meme. Sahara, that's the one based on the Clive Cussler books, right? Penelope Cruz. I'll watch her do anything. It sucks. What else can I say? Star Trek, talked about that last time. I think it's fine. The Avengers, the Joss Whedon film. Now, I wish if Joss Whedon, man, I wish Joss Whedon could go back in time to the year 2005 and quit exactly when he was ahead because he was a genius once. I will not stand this Joss Whedon erasure. Yes, he's a problematic individual. And yeah, he makes bad movies now and has bad decision-making skills. But Buffy was a genius show. Angel displayed several instances of brilliance. And I even like Dollhouse, which had come after 2005. Thought Dollhouse was brilliant. And I do like Firefly and Serenity a lot. Joss Whedon, people love to hate Joss Whedon, and I can't take them seriously because the only fucking thing they know about him is like post 2012 superhero bullshit. Um, the Avengers is fine. People accuse it of looking like a TV show. Well, you went and hired a TV auteur to direct it. They got what they paid for, and Joss, you shouldn't have done it so fucking well, I'll tell you that. Age of Ultron was better. It was a better Joss Whedon film, but I just wish Joss stopped after Serenity, or stopped the second Dollhouse was canceled. Um, I do love Joss Whedon. I think he's a genius, and I can't take any criticism of him seriously. Like they don't just criticize his superhero films; they criticize him as a whole, like his entire body of work. And I'm like, you motherfucking incels! I'm sure I've never watched Buffy the Vampire Slayer, so back the fuck off. You don't know what he's great for. It's like a cute. Good God. I can't even think of a proper no, yes I can. It's like taking Francis Ford Coppola, his 90s work, and being like, well, I guess he's a shitty filmmaker. Jack is fucking awful. Francis Ford Coppola, he's always sucked. But you've never watched The Godfather or The Conversation. You are a fucking little bitch. Don't bring me into a Joss Whedon conversation. I won't be terribly polite. Wonder Woman. Uh, I mean, I've only seen it once, but I did enjoy it. Did I enjoy it? I didn't hate the experience at all. How about that? Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. I hate that experience. That's a piece of shit movie. Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End. So I do like the. I think I like that one. I like Gore Verbinski, actually. I can tell you that the first two Pirates movies I think are like legitimately pretty great blockbusters. Nothing bad to say about them. That third one is fine. It's fine. Not as good. Golden Globe nominated crime movies. It's a genre that we talk about ceaselessly in the film community, right? We're always going on about the Golden Globe nominated crime movies. Like some people have crime movies, and I'm like, oh, is it Golden Globe nominated? And it's not. And I'm like, I'm not interested. Then there's Golden Globe nominated movies, and I'm like, well, what kind of movie is it? And they're like, oh, it's a romance. And I go, oh, Gotta be Golden Globe nominated crime movies like American Hustle, which I've never watched because I thought it looked bad, and I'm convinced that it's bad, and I'm never gonna watch it anyway. The Godfather. What am I gonna say something bad about? I love The Godfather. What do you want me to do there? The Joker or Joker. Drop the. Joker I've never watched. I never will watch. It doesn't look good to me. It looks as bad as American Hustle did to me. I'm not interested in it at all. It's not speaking my language. And judging from what I've heard about it and friends who've seen it, it's not saying anything that I haven't already heard before 1,000 times in thousands of other films. Chinatown is a Polanski masterpiece, and I love it to death. The French Connection, a Friedkin film that hasn't really aged well. I wish I could have viewed it in its proper context, which is the 70s, when it was probably thrilling, but now it's just boring. Serpico, also very boring, but that's because Sidney Lumet is the world's most overrated filmmaker ever. He has no style, he's boring as fuck, and God, I hate Sidney Lumet. On the Waterfront is a great movie, okay? It's great. In Bruges, hilarious. Fucking love that movie. So funny. Speaking of funny, let's do some popular comedies. Borat. I love Borat. It's great. Sacha Baron Cohen is pretty. Is, I think he was a genius too. Once upon a time, and it would have been when he made this film. The film is like a huge cultural signifier. What was it? I think Judd Apatow called it like the jerk of a new generation, and I think that's actually pretty apt. For me, Borat, I remember going there with like my best friends and seeing it and just rolling laughing was the funniest thing that we as 16 or 17-year-olds had ever seen in our lives. We thought it was the funniest shit ever. We all stood for the Kazakh national anthem at the end. It sounds cringy and because it was cringe, but it was a definite, it was a cultural moment that I was happy to be the target audience of at a time when yeah, when I think my friend group needed that for our humor. Pitch Perfect, I never watched. Apologies. Wet Hot American Summer is hilarious. I love it. It's one of the funniest things I've ever seen, to be honest. Animal House is good, you know. Um, I can appreciate it, but I can't love it. Same with Caddyshack. I can appreciate Caddyshack, but I can't love Caddyshack. I like Chevy Chase a lot, though. South Park Bigger, Longer, and Uncut is pretty phenomenal film. I think that Matt and Trey are also like geniuses and certainly auteurs. Ferris Bueller's Day Off is very good. It's not high up there on my Hughes ranking, but it's still a very good movie. Mean Girls is the best film featured here. I love Mean Girls. I was just talking about the cultural moment of Borat. Well, I think one that was far more informative was what Mean Girls came out in maybe 2004. I think I was exactly 14. I think I was exactly in the group, but I had a better moment with this. I grew up in Vermont, a very small town in Vermont, where there was a movie theater there in the town that only played one movie a week, and it got Mean Girls, and everybody from my high school was there, which wasn't a whole lot of people. Basically, it was just enough to fill up that one auditorium at the movie theater, and I got to watch it with all of my like classmates. Basically, it was almost like a school event. And it was probably one of the most glorious and revealing. It was a revelatory cinematic viewing experience. That's incredible. Lindsay Lohan, I wished was my girlfriend for like the next 5 years. I really, who did I vibe with? I still vibe. I took one of those personality test quizzes that was like 200 fucking questions, and I got this character, and I went, that makes sense. Who the fuck? Who? God, I don't remember the name of the character though. It was the actor from Party Down. She's really cute. Character's name was like Janice. Lizzie Kaplan is the actress's name. I love that character. That character was me in high school, and this was very focused on me and my generation. I feel an ownership that I hopefully share with a lot of other people who were 14 or 15 during the time that Mean Girls came out. I feel ownership over the film. It's a cultural marker. It's very important socially for me. It's one of the most defining pieces of media of my teen years. But think that's where we're going to end that one too. A bit of a shorter one. Good, good. I don't want to go on and on. The longer these go on, the more likely I am to say something I will later regret. Thank you for watching this video. In the comments, tell me that you hate me, tell me that you love me, tell me to get lost, subscribe, unsubscribe, like, dislike, do whatever you want to do, because on this channel, we're all about this open door policy. Just have fun. I'm your cult boyfriend. Be careful out there. I'm sure it's dangerous.